Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. We will be taking a look at Tesla chart today, July the 5th. Today is not a trading day, so the data is based off of Friday, July the 2nd, but I do want to share with you some of my thought in preparation for trading this week. For long-term shareholders, I do have something to share with you as well, so stay until the end of the video. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor and a trader, and I'd love to share with you my investing and trading journeys. Let's get right into it. So first, let's take a look at the technical analysis before we get into fundamental analysis. Right here is the daily candle for Tesla as of July the 2nd, last Friday, and it is a failed rocket launch. It is pretty bearish on that daily candle alone. Tesla also broke out of the asymmetrical triangle here, but ended the day toward the downside. So this is not exceptionally good news for the bulls. So I took off the lines for the asymmetrical triangle to see the daily chart a little bit better. Once again, this is a failed rocket launch with a very strong support at $672. There is a gap that was generated around June 24 that had not been filled. That gap would be filled at around $657. Now, if that gap is filled, then we expect Tesla to fall back down to 633, which is 50 days SMA, and then 626, which is right now 200 days SMA. For right now, the bulls still have hope because Tesla has been holding on to the strong support, but the daily candle alone, based on the Friday daily candle, is not very promising. For that reason, I took off my leap call option. I wanted to lock in the gain and wait for the right opportunity. I do still see that as long as this gap is not filled, Tesla still is building a very strong base to break out to the bullish side. However, I do not see any catalyst next week in order for it to do that. The sell volume also increased, and the RSI, relative strength index, also decreased, even though Tesla has been moving sideways. So I do see more bearish side than bullish side. But am I ready to take a stand on the stock and buy either call option or put option? Not yet. I'm not so quick to say Tesla will be bearish until it gives me a strong signal or a confirmation. The signal on Friday was somewhat bearish. I need a confirmation for it to fall below 672 and potentially fill this gap for me to feel confident that it will continue downside. If we take a look at the price action on Friday, the first half an hour Tesla buying momentum was really strong. However, it lost that momentum, lost this pivot point at 686, and then moved down, crossed through the mid pivot point and moved down. It did not touch 672 as support. This is a previous support from previous days. So for right now, as long as Tesla is moving between 672 and 689 and end the day within this range, then we are still in the squeeze mode and a consolidation mode, and I have not seen any catalyst for it to break out further. So let's take a look at the delivery numbers that I projected last time. I projected that Tesla would have had around 220,000 to 230,000 vehicles delivered. That was too high. Based on the most recent analysis, Tesla is only at 201,000 vehicles. Is that bad news for Tesla? Depending on how you look at it. If you are looking at a gradual increase quarter over quarter, you're looking at around 900,000 vehicles delivered for Tesla based on this estimate here. I revised my numbers for model S and X. Some of you pointed out that my S and X were too high, which I agree with you, but I think that Tesla definitely scaled back on S and X in Q2, which give me reason to believe that it probably ran a little slower after the retrofit late last year. So I scaled down my number for S and X. However, that shouldn't affect the big picture in the grand scheme of things. You're looking at around 900,000 vehicles delivered with this gradual increase. If you're looking at Tesla quarter over quarter, between between Q1 of 2020 and Q1 of 2021, that's 109% increase. For Q2, that's 122% increase. So it seems like Tesla could easily double what it did in the same quarter of the year before. So if I were to use about 115% increase for Tesla for Q3 and Q4, the number is pretty staggering. You should be looking at 300,000 vehicles in Q3 and 390,000 vehicles in Q4. So in either direction, right, if I have my estimate here of a fairly conservative number, I'm at 900,000 vehicles delivered. Here I'm at a fairly aggressive set of numbers. I'm at over 1 million vehicles delivered. So Tesla definitely show some huge numbers by the end of the year and potentially double automobile revenue. And that is not even mentioning solar generation or storage. So I do think from a fundamental standpoint, this stock will be taking off in the back half of the year. But on the technical side, Tesla might be dipping a little bit before going back up. So the moral to the story is that if Tesla dips from here on out, as an investor, I would be picking up shares because I do think that at 900,000 or over 1 million vehicles delivered, the automobile revenue is going to be amazing. So back to chart analysis here, the range for trading tomorrow, Tuesday, July 6th, would be $710 at the top. The mid pivot point would be 684 and the bottom pivot point is 668. So if Tesla breaks 672 and then somehow break through 668, that is a very bearish sign for Tesla. And if it closed the day below 672, chances are it's going to head down to 633. Conversely, if Tesla get above the mid pivot point of 684, it should get a resistance of 689. If it gets above 689, then you have 704 and then 710, which is a pivot point up here. If it does end the day anywhere between 700 and 710, I would say that the stock has resumed bullish and I might enter a position because the consolidation pattern hasn't changed. And if it does end the day on the high end of 700 and 710, that could be a breakout candle on the daily, and that could be a signal for the stock to move bullish. So right now, I lean bearish. I'm hoping for bullishness, but I cannot say with certainty. We have to wait for tomorrow to see what the stock will do. As always, follow me on the next video to see my analysis for the next one. And I definitely want to share with you more chart analysis this week. So until the next video, bye.